what people don't know is that I got a blood brother out there in Philly that's an imam. And he gave me a call last night. It had to have been about 1 o'clock in the morning. Right now, y'all, it's 3:29 a.m., so maybe about 2 hours ago. And I just got off the phone with him. For some strange reason, there's somebody that's going around telling a vicious lie about me. Anybody that was locked up with me, they already know how I program. I ain't got nothing to prove. The conversation went like this. Bro, is you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. He like, is you sure? I said, yeah, I'm good. He like, Donta, you know you can tell me if something going on, right? I'm like, what's up, man? Why? Like, I'm in the bed. What's up? He was like, is you sure you wasn't just out? I said, no. He say, hold on. Then he get on three-way. Hey, this I got him on the phone now. Yeah, they just said that they just seen his charger lit up. I'm like, huh? I said, I'm right here on the phone. I said, what charger? The red one. Let me tell y'all something. I don't put my personal information out there on the internet, right? It's out there. Anybody that know me, they know that I like Dodge Chargers. Okay, I like Hellcats, I like Demons, I even like Scat Packs, right? For some strange reason, I did a video 2 years ago. Maybe it was last year, I'm not even sure. Okay, I had a white Scat Pack, right? I think I had it in a video or something, whatever. Then I got it painted red. Then I ended up selling it because I kept getting pulled over by the police. For some strange reason, some demon out there decided to make a video talking about Donta was dissing the Sunni and Shiite Muslims, right? Donta said he hate mute. And I said, who would do that? And then this person even went to take it a step further and it gotta be somebody that I know personally, because don't nobody know that I have a blood brother that we came from out of the same mama. That's an imam, that's a Muslim, that's a Shiite Muslim out there in Philly, right? So he like, your car didn't get shot up? I said, dude, I'm on the phone. I'm like, dude, what am I doing out at 1 o'clock in the morning? So, dude, the other guy he called on the phone, he from where I'm from. And he was like, well, they saying that your car got shot up, right? I sold that car a year ago, maybe even 2 years. I done went through so many cars, y'all. So I'm like, no, that ain't it. So then he was like, yeah, they talking about it was some retaliation of what you said about the Muslims and the Brotherhood. Let me tell y'all something. Well, let's get to the prison talk first. When I got to prison, I was a Christian. When I left prison, I was a Christian. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Because there's a lot of people, I've been getting a lot of phone calls behind some crazy mess of somebody spreading a vicious lie. And obviously, y'all, I'm alive, so it wasn't me. When I went to prison, I was a Christian. When I left out of prison, I was a Christian. So this what happened. When I went to prison, long story short, I was messing with this female guard, right? I knew her from Atlanta, all right? So I knew this chick from Atlanta. She ended up going to the Navy, and the relationship, I actually told y'all a story about her maybe 2 years ago or whatever, but I never told y'all that she was the female guard that I ended up messing with, and with this whole altercation about to happen with the Muslims, right? So the chick I used to date back in the day when we was teenagers, she ended up becoming a CEO. And me and her end up messing around whenever we could, okay? Now, there was a time that she had a boyfriend out there in the real world when me and her was talking. And, I just didn't feel right, like, doing what we was doing, knowing that she had a man and her man was a good guy. So, one day, I can't even say the name, but I end up talking to this Muslim guy, right? This Arabic dude. And I was like, what you in here for, man? Because he just always seemed like he was happy. But you know when somebody put on a happy face, but you could tell that there's pain and misery behind that. But he was a cool dude. I known him for like about a year. So I feel comfortable just asking. So I asked him one day, like, yo, what you in here, man? Because I see him always lead in prayer. I see him just always on this deen, right? So he told me, like, yeah, man, I messed up, man. They gave me 30 years. I said, for what? He said, man, this is my 5th DUI and I ended up killing somebody. I said, oh, vehicular manslaughter, huh? So he was like, are you Muslim? I said, no, I'm not. I'm a Christian. And he was like, yeah, I kind of figured that. I was like, why you say that? He was like, because the way that you carry yourself or whatever. So, man, he was just going back and forth, debating the two religions or whatever. And the biggest distinction between Islam and Christianity, y'all, is basically Christians believe that Jesus is the Son of God. And Muslims think that Jesus was a real great prophet. That's really the difference when it comes down to it. So we agreed to disagree. And, me and him was just talking, dialoguing every day. And there was a point in time where I was messing with an old girl, right? We just got done messing around. And she said, I supposed to met her right at the pill call, right? But I end up talking to the Muslim dude, and we just kicking and just talking. And he was like, man, just come to Jumar with me. Come to Jumar with me. So I said, all right. So I went in there, and he had about 10 guys up in there, and they like, welcome, this is our brother, this brother Dante, and he gonna be with us today, right? So everybody was taking off their shoes before they came into the cell or whatever. I took my shoes off. Everybody lined up, and he got to doing what he was doing. They got to doing what they was doing, right? And I was just so amazed because, I seen, how they pray and stuff from afar, whatever. And it just felt good. So for the next, so after that happened, I ended up running into her at the pill call. We supposed to mess around again because she wasn't coming to work for 2 days. But I told her, like, nah, I think I'm going to pass this time or whatever. She was like, for what? I was like, I'm just I got to get right or whatever. But it was really because of I just experienced this religion thing right here. And I just felt bad knowing that she was going home to her man or whatever. So this would go on for maybe 2 to 3 weeks that I wouldn't mess around with her. Then I finally messed around with her, right? And she was telling me, like, before we did it, she was like, I'm going to leave him. And, I know you got a couple more years, but I'll wait for you. You are here, so you ain't going nowhere. So I told her, all right, bet. Now, I'm giving y'all the real short, compact version of this story. If I told y'all this story, we'd be talking for maybe 2 or 3 hours. And I know a lot of y'all got short attention spans. Matter of fact, I tell y'all what, in the comment section, y'all let me know if y'all want the long version of this story or the short condensed version of the story, because I'll redo this video and each section will be a whole video. So y'all let me know in the comment section. Long version or short version. Let's go. But anyway, so I told her, like, no, I just don't want to, I don't want to do this until you, like, end it with him or whatever, because I'm just not feeling right. one of the brothers came to me. Remember, I'm still Christian, y'all. One of the brothers came to me and was like, well, actually, a couple of them just kept asking, like, man, when you going to take your Shahada? When you going to take your Shahada, man? I mean, because, listen, prior to going to prison, I did study Islam. I studied it because I told myself, like, you know, the Bible does not have all the answers, but the Bible is my foundation. So it's okay for me, okay? It was okay for me to explore other religions, to see was there any truth in other religions or whatever, but I always came back to the Bible. I always came back to the scriptures, right? That's my foundation. The Bible is my rock, right? But I also studied other religions. And something was just telling me like, nah, it ain't. And I'm not saying that it's not right, that Islam is not right. But what I'm saying is it's not right for me, okay? So the guys was telling me like, man, come on, man, you should take your Shahada and this and that. And there's one thing that people know that know Dante, you can't peer pressure me to do anything. You just can't. So I'm like, nah, I still gotta, you know, I still gotta pray about this and study more and blah, 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 right? So I was doing all this praying with them. They was teaching me Arabic, all the stuff that they do to prepare you to become a Muslim, right? So it got to the point where, you know, the imam asked me, he was like, hey, so you ready to take your Shahada? And I said, nah, man, it ain't for me, man. It ain't for me. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only reason why that it's not for me, the only reason why I told him no was because I honestly think that Jesus is the Son of God. And that's it. That's there's a lot in the Quran that I agree with. There's a lot. The Quran fills in the blanks of a lot of stories that's in the Bible. That's how I looked at it. The Quran fills in a lot of blanks that's in the Bible. But when it comes to if Jesus is the Son of God, that's the deal breaker for me. Now, I could be wrong or I could be right. They could be wrong or they could be right. But there's no reason for us to have any issues, okay? And I'm saying that to all my Philly cats out there that know me. I'm saying that to all my Atlanta dudes and my Flint and Detroit dudes. So if anybody had a issue, a misunderstanding, or whatever, whoever said what they said about what was going on in prison, that was the only thing. The reason why Dante did not become Muslim, the reason why Dante did not take his Shahada was because I believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and I don't believe he was just a prophet, and that's it, right? So after all that, you know, me and the Muslims, we were still rocking. It was still good. It's good. It's no issues, right? Old girl did not leave her guy, and she got salty, and she got a little angry with me to the point where I really can't say. I will have to make a whole different video, but we just gonna put it this way. She ended up doing something, or rather saying something, that could have got me jammed up, but she hurried up and took it back. And it wasn't dealing with no sexual allegations or nothing like that, but she basically tried to set me up, getting something put in my cell, and somebody caught her. A woman scoring, huh? But I wouldn't say her name so bad. But I don't kiss and tell. But anyway, so again, one thing I will say, a lot of guys that, because one of my accusations against me was, oh, you was talking bad about the Sunni and the Shiite Muslims. Let me tell y'all something. In Philly, Atlanta, Flint, Detroit, and where else was I at? And St. Louis. Majority. When I say majority, let's just say I know 100 Shiite and 100 Sunni Muslims. Out of 200, out of them two groups, and I'm talking about the black ones. I'm not talking about the Arabics. I'm not talking about that, you know, the ones that come from overseas. But the black ones here that got it from prison, this is the one that I'm talking about. Most of these cats that come to prison that's not Muslim, they do it for protection. They do it for protection. I'm going to break down all of the reasons. Number one, a lot of these dudes came from gangs. And then they was no good. They didn't want to, they snitched. See, what y'all got to understand is, when you become a Muslim in prison, the brothers have to welcome you in. They got to absorb you of all your sins. They feel like if Allah forgives you, then we as brothers have to forgive you. Now, some of these organizations, some of them, not all, ain't going to accept all, right? Because there's some charges that they pretty much can tell, like, nah, this guy that's trying to become Muslim because he want to be protected. I'm talking about dudes that got bad charges, but some of them do let them in. They like I said, they feel like if Allah can forgive you, we can forgive you. But nevertheless, a lot of these guys are dropouts out of gangs, and some of these guys, they just know how to play that penitentiary game where, okay, all right, I'm going back to prison. Man, I'm going to play this religion game. I'm just going to, you know, get with the Muslims, still do what I do. Because a lot of Muslims, black Muslims, give these black Muslim organizations a bad look, a bad name, man. They, when you a Muslim, you don't supposed to drink alcohol. I don't care what nobody tell y'all. In Islam, matter of fact, in Islam, you can't even sell alcohol. There's Muslims, and listen, it's not me blowing up the spot. It's the truth. If anybody is offended of what I'm saying, go read your book. And that's the problem. A lot of cats just hear certain things and they don't actually study it. Open the book, it says it right there. That a Muslim do not supposed to drink or sell anything that will harm his brother. But you got cats out here that got liquor stores. But anyway, a Muslim don't supposed to drink alcohol. A Muslim don't supposed to sell alcohol. And this is going to be real offensive to a lot of you black Muslims out there. If y'all didn't know, go ask your imam. You cannot sell drugs. You cannot sell weed. You can't sell fentanyl. You can't sell drugs. Why? Because outside of, well, I'm not selling to my Muslim brother. I'm not selling to my Muslim sister. Nah. Allah creation, his whole creation, is precious to him, according to your book. So when you sell illegal drugs to corrupt the body of another human being or God's creation, you in violation of the hellfire. Go ask your imam that. This is why a lot of cats got upset with me, because when I talk like this is why I don't know who this guy is that spreaded this vicious lie about my car getting shot up, a car that I sold maybe a half a year ago, but telling people, but if you was watching me that close, then you would know that car been gone. That was, 4 cars ago. But anyway, you can't drink. You can't smoke. A lot of these cats will talk about, well, I can beat my woman. No, you can't. I'm gonna tell you what the Quran says about beating a woman. The Quran says, go get a twig off of a tree. A twig. A little twig off the tree, right? You take that twig, and that's how you can beat your wife. It don't hurt her, right? I don't know where these guys got this concept that I can treat my woman like a dog. The Quran do not teach that at all. And a lot of these men is woman beaters. You don't supposed to ever ball your fist up or put your hands on your woman. The Quran actually tells y'all that to go get a twig outside, a twig, not a switch, a twig. And that's what you can use to discipline your woman. Right now, Dante kicking the knowledge because it's time, is it?
I can't buy groceries to leave it.
It's 3:51 a.m. and I get a call. Since I'm up, y'all gonna be up with me. When I get calls like that, like, is you alive? I gotta be alive if I'm talking to you. See, let me tell y'all something. When it comes to this internet thing, this is entertainment. Okay? Dante is an entertainer. But when I tell these prison stories or these hood stories, I leave a lot of names out of it. I change the location sometimes. And when I tell these stories, I don't put no CO in jeopardy of losing their job. I don't put no man that is currently locked up right now in a predicament where dudes will hear these stories and be looking at them funny. Even my homeboys, like Tar T, Homicide, these not real names, but they know who they are. But when you cats that don't even know me in real life, and you assuming something because you like, oh, Dante always telling freaked out stories, why his title's always gay, and let me tell you something. You see that plaque right there? You don't get that by being boring. You don't get that by not being entertaining. And you don't get that if the people don't. If you think you can tell a story better than me, if you think that you can tell a story better than me, it's not hard to. I got like 5 phones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one that's in front of me, 5. It's not hard to create an account, a YouTube, a Google account, and put a phone in front of you. The tripods, they range from $5 to $100. Put it right there, hit record, and tell your story. If I bother you that bad, if I rub you wrong, if what I'm saying you feel like I'm capping or I'm lying, or He always dropping gay titles. Why do you click on it? Why do you continuously watch? And I know you watching the video all the way through because you mentioning certain things at certain points way down the line. A lot of you cats is ridiculous. Y'all got that spirit of Cain that resides in you. Yeah. Y'all got that spirit of Cain that reside inside of you, that when he killed Abel, a lot of you dudes is jealous. You hate me, I hate you too. And a lot of you dudes don't even know me. And for the people that do know me in real life, y'all know who I'm exactly is. You see, but here's the thing, it's just that jealousy, that envy. If you think you can, man, listen, there's a cat out here, right? There's a cat that I helped, that I tried to put on. And what he don't know is, I'm not even going to say his name, but he don't know that I know that I was on the three-way call, that somebody said, that we both know, that said, be quiet, I want you to listen. Don't say nothing. Come on, Donta, don't say nothing. He called dude up. He was like, yeah, bro, but, I'm back. And dude just get to slamming me. Yeah, man, that mother effer, man. I just don't like dude, man. He just think he know it all. He think he know it all. He showing me this, and yeah, I'm thankful that, you know, he helped me out or whatever, but at the same time, man, why I'm not getting the views that he getting? I'm listening to this guy. Man, yeah, they told me about him when he was locked up, but the way he trying to put it out here, like he was just that dude. Like he was just that dude. And I'm just listening to this guy like, dude. See, what people don't know, I also manage other people's social media channels. Right, because I know how to do the analytics. I got 5 channels that y'all don't even know about. And people actually pay me to manage their channel. And if you need help with your channel, I do charge. It ain't free. Because I used to give away a lot of game for free. But when you get something away for free, people don't take it in. So now you got to get charged for it. So I don't waste my time. But anyway, this guy just... And the dude that called me is telling him like, but dog, he been looking out for you. What you mean? He done showed you this, that. He done got you from here to there. Like, what are you? Nah, man, I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real, man. I just don't like Buddy. And y'all, whoever say Buddy, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't like Buddy, man. I just don't like Buddy, man. That's cool. I don't like you neither. Let me tell y'all something. My life consists of this. I'm in my studio. If what I'm doing is offending you, and that's the crazy thing, man. These cats, I don't even know in real life, man. But what I'm doing in my studio is offending you, you have an issue. And the real crazy thing about it, y'all, this was the most craziest thing about this whole conversation, that this dude said, yeah, man, I'm gonna end up slapping the F out of my wife if I keep hearing this be laughing at this dude jokes in his videos. Ain't funny about prison. This dude basically said he's gonna slap his wife because she watches me and she think my videos is funny. That's a whole different level of hatred. My life comprised of this. I'm in the studio right here, my studio, right? I take the kids to school. I go to the grocery store, the gas station, and I work in my yard. like cutting grass, cutting trees, and stuff like that. I don't even play the video game no more. And then I'm back in here doing content. That's what my hope. I don't go to the club. I don't hang at bars. I stay home and do content. And if whatever I'm saying or doing offending you, your crazy insanity ass, all you have to do is either scroll up, scroll to the left, or scroll to the right. And that goes for anybody that listen to me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. If you don't like the way I tell my stories, not yours, whether you think they fact or fiction, you don't have to listen to it. Shout out to the black Muslims that's doing right. I'm going to say that again, because all you Muslims that got an issue with anything that I said, you are probably the one that's doing what I said. You are the one that's drinking, smoking, and always quick to say, Allah know my heart. Shaitan know your heart too. You're supposed to do better. You're supposed to, Islam's supposed to be a different way of life. Most of you cats was raised Christians or wasn't raised nothing. And then when you got introduced to Islam, you're supposed to change your life, not stay in that same state of mind. And oh yeah, for you cats, and it's not even a lot of y'all, it's like one or two of y'all that got an issue with me. Let me ask you a question. You know who I'm talking to when I say this. I thought Muslims don't supposed to kill Muslims. Can I say that again? I thought Muslims doesn't supposed to kill other Muslims. My own blood brother told me, not the imam, but another one that passed away. He told me back when I was around 21, 22-ish. He told me in a casual conversation, like, you know, Donta, I would have to kill you. I would kill you over my Muslim brother, right? That's what he told me. That's out of the blue, right? Crazy thing, his Muslim brother ended up killing him over some money. Over some money. So I don't want to hear all that talk. I don't want to hear that, oh, us Muslims stick together. No, y'all don't. Y'all killing each other. Y'all killing each other. Y'all just going under that Muslim banner because it sound good. Might even look good saying it. This dude was praying right next. They prayed every day, 5 times a day. We in the same apartment. I'm over here sleep. They get their rug out. They get to praying 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, just for me to get locked up. Come home Sunday, right? And then you wipe the whole house out in the wee hours of the morning. But y'all Muslim brothers, right? Right. I don't want to hear. Listen, if y'all know me like my brother, whoever know me in real life, and if you want to know if Donta is alive, first of all, you know I don't go to clubs. You know I don't be hanging out at bars. I'm not, it's what, Wednesday? I'm not out riding around in no damn Charger. I'm still the same person that I was 11 years ago. I done survived the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and we in the mid 2020s. nobody's going to catch me slipping like that. Danny, you're going to have to give me on some real sneaky type stuff. But then again, even with that, be careful. Be very careful. I'm just going to say this. Don't let it jam next time.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.